look like a mess because we just snorkeled at Shark's Cove, and it was great, but there are a few things you should know before you go. One, it's very rocky and reefy. Everyone was walking on the reefs. I don't know if that's... We've been told that you shouldn't do that. This area, I guess most of the reefs are dead. I don't know. Anyway, there's ways to do it without walking on the reefs if you can do it. But even if you're not going to walk on the reefs, you should still wear rock shoes. So there are a lot of rocks there. There's a strong current, so even if you're not walking on the reefs, you may be pushed towards one, and you don't want to have your foot stung by a sea urchin. A lady was next to me sitting near one, and she put her hand on the rock just to push herself forward, and she was like, "Ow!" and it was a sea urchin. There's a lot of owl going on, including with me. I was stepping on a rock and I slipped and I fell, and now my leg is a really big owl. But yeah, it was really nice other than the owls. And Isaac did some dangerous stuff.
It's like an enclosure with one outlet where the water pours in whenever there's a swell. And,
so it's kind of like how the Hawaiians used to catch fish,
yeah.
Except there's lots of reefs inside as well.
Yeah, and there was a turtle that was stuck inside that everybody was like, getting pretty close to, which you couldn't really avoid because it was just swimming around. I don't think it really cared about the people.
But you cannot touch turtles here. You're not supposed to get close to them. If they get close to you, you're supposed to try and get away. But in some of these areas, it really was very tight.
But
I didn't see the turtle.
It was trying to swim against the current out of this one entrance, and every time it got close, the swell came and just carried it away.
And that spot, it was fun to swim near because you could see all the other fish being either swept in or swept out. And there were a lot of fish in there. And someone said they saw an octopus. I'm very jealous. I did not see an octopus. But after I fell, I got very discouraged about being there. Another thing to keep in mind is you could spend about hours and hours here if you want. It's a great spot. It's the water wasn't as cold because it's in an enclosed area. It's slightly warmer, I think, than the regular ocean, which is really cold this time of year. At least if you're local, it's very cold. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something important. We got here at 8:39. We were later than we wanted to be, and on our way out there was even more people. So try and get here as early as you can. Obviously, there's a lot of room for everyone to swim, but parking is limited, and you don't want to be knocking into people while snorkeling, which did happen by the time we were on our way out. And keep in mind there's no shade, so bring sunscreen if it's sunny, or if it's not sunny, still bring sunscreen because you never know. A lot of people there were in bathing suits. I'm glad I ended up wearing pants and a t-shirt because that prevented me from getting more scrapes on the rocks. But wear whatever makes you comfortable. I'm pretty sure some people have wetsuits on. Wetsuits work as well, of course. And we heard a lot of people say they regret not having rock shoes or flippers. We had rock shoes, so and bring your cameras. There's so many fish. And apparently this is not even the best spot to snorkel, but we saw so many fish. I saw one of those fish that hides under the sand. I almost stepped on it actually, so it ran away, and then I filmed it. We saw a starfish that was trying to run away, and the current was sweeping in, and it was really cute. And I just tried to touch it, and I was like, no touching.
I did not try to touch it. I was pointing to it.
You pointed very close to it. They could be poisonous, and they don't like people touching them, so don't touch them. And there were just so many fish, and we could have spent all day here, and we probably would have spent a few more hours here if I wasn't in a bad mood from falling over on a rock. Sad. And of course, if you do wear sunscreen when you come here, make sure it's reef safe. You're not supposed to come to Hawaii with sunscreen that isn't reef safe at all, and you shouldn't go anywhere with unreef safe sunscreen. There's so many options these days. There's also bathrooms and showers there, so you can wash off afterwards. And it's near other beaches, so we are now headed for Turtle Cove or Turtle Beach. Turtle Beach.
It's raining.
It is raining. Today's a really bad day for beaches, but we can't control the weather. Olena. This is Isaac.
And we are the TravelBugBite.
We met in Prague, Czech Republic.
Lived in Shanghai, China.
New York and Rhode Island, USA.
And now we live in Hawaii.
We've traveled from Tibet to Puerto Rico.
Harbin to PP.
And drove cross country with Smiley in our Tesla Model 3.
Subscribe to follow our adventures. If you liked our video, don't forget to click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Check out our videos from all around the world and let us know what you'd like to see next.
Thanks for watching!